want to say hello to everyone. My name is Tofik Mamedov. I am a citizen of New Zealand. I've been living in New Zealand for 30 plus years. I am a former candidate for New Zealand Parliament. Back in 2014 and 2017, I stood for New Zealand Labour Party as a candidate. I am proud to be a New Zealander, also proud to be an Azerbaijan citizen. I was born in Baku. The reason why I am speaking in English because I want to put across a small message to the Western world. I want to begin to say that Western values based on human rights, rule of law, they value liberty and freedom in their countries. And I want to have the same thing for my birth country, Azerbaijan. It is unfortunate that today, for 31 years since Aliyev regime taking over, there is no such thing called human rights, rule of law, liberty, or freedom for Azerbaijan people. Former candidate for Azerbaijan parliament, former candidate for presidency, the president of human rights defender, Vidal Iskandarli, was murdered, assassinated, I should say, on the 29th of October. Three masked people, early mornings, approximately just before 7 a.m., three men entered to his house. Two men held his arm, and the third man, without any sort of without any pause, they start stabbing him. And according to the doctors in France, he received, that we know of, 21 knife injuries. As a result of these knife injuries, he passed away in a hospital in France city, 1st of October. Literally a few days later, Sergei Naryshkin, who is the director of Foreign Intelligence Services of Russia, arrived in Azerbaijan, in my personal view, to congratulate Ilham Aliyev for this assassination. Soon after, maybe a couple of days later, he left Azerbaijan. He did not give any press statements in the country, but he did give a press statement in Russia. And he stated that Naryshkin, he stated in his Russian media that he is working closely, Russian government, working closely with Ilham Aliyev and his government, appointed government, I should say, to eliminate threats that are not inside the country. I will explain to you very, very shortly what I meant by what Naryshkin said, eliminate the threats outside the country. But before I do, I just want to let you know that Ilham Aliyev regime, since it has been in the government, he has been trying to silence all the bloggers, the opposition leaders outside the country. No, I'm not talking about the inside the country. I'm talking about the outside country, because those people are championing for the democracy, and all they're trying to do is to promote democracy, promote the liberty and freedom. They're hoping that one day Azerbaijan will be free from this regime. I will give an example, those with the names who Aliyev regime attempted to kill. One person he tried to kill was Mohammed Mirza Ali, who is a blogger, a prominent blogger in France. 2 years ago, he suffered about 16 or 17 knife injuries in the middle of the city in France. Then 2 years ago, Manaf Jalalzadeh, who's also a prominent blogger, was beaten, and luckily they didn't kill him, in Switzerland. And then we have a victim, another victim called Gabil Mamedov, who's also a blogger in Germany. He was also beaten, and Orhan Agayev was also beaten. These threats keep coming from Azerbaijan, and they are trying to monopolize the politics of Azerbaijan. This photo that you see on the screen is Mohammed Mirza Ali, who was injured at least 16, I should say. So this is the type of the people. This is the type of the regime that we're dealing with. We are dealing today. Ilham Aliyev. I always say Ilham Aliyev is not elected president, nor his government. He is appointed president. He appointed himself as a president with the fake elections. And as you can see, this gentleman that's Elshad Mamedov sitting next to him, Elshad Mamedov. His name is Manaf Jalzadeh. As you can see, the man I said just a second ago, 2 years ago, he suffered a beating in the middle of the Switzerland. And as you can see from his shirt on his face, he's full of blood. He's suffered quite a few heavy beatings. And looking at this video, I can see he's suffering. He's actually struggling to breathe. So this is the type of the regime that Azerbaijan people are today in the 21st century are faced with. And Elshad going to show you now the next photo. This is Orhan Agayev. This video, as you can see, the black jacket, there you go, two people are actually beating him. This is Orhan Agayev in Germany. They caught him right outside his apartment block, and they're just beating him. Luckily, they didn't use knife or anything like that. These are the horrible videos that we're showing you. The reason why we're showing you today is to show you and show the world that Azerbaijan people Elshad, göster.
Göster.
Varsa göster.
Mən indi Vidalinin şəklini göstərəcəm, rəhmətliyin. O haqda da bilirsən.
Elshad is going to show Vidad Iskandarli. There you go. This photo. This photo was taken in a hospital on the 29th of September. This is right after Vidad Iskandarli was stabbed. He's in coma in this photo. And literally 2 days later, he passed away from those knife injuries. They're cowards. Ilham Aliyev's regime and his supporters are cowards. That's the best way to describe them.
Bir də
long story short,
Qabil Məmmədovu da 2 dəfə döyüblər. Yəni onun videosu şəkili yoxdur.
There's a blogger called Qabil Mamedov, who's also a prominent blogger. He was injured in Germany. They also beat him up. So there are many examples I can show you today, and many names that I can give you, that people that are living outside the country are basically under threat from this government. Elshad Mamedov, right after Vidadi passed away, Elshad Mamedov, literally 2 days ago, not too long ago, received a text message. There you go. This is the knife. There you go. This is a text message Elshad received 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. And the message saying that, it's a long message, but I'm just going to make it short. They told Elshad, you must stop this live videos, blogging. If you don't, we're going to do the same thing what we did to Vidad Iskandarli. Now, on the bottom of the message, they stated, you must stop these live videos. Not only that, you have to step away from political campaign that you currently have. And this Elshad Mamedov's political campaign is very simple. He's actually championing, he's actually promoting democracy promoting the liberty and freedom and right to speak and the right to speak. My apologies. Maybe I'm a little bit struggling with to express these things because it's actually 4 o'clock in the morning in our country, in New Zealand. So I've been awake since 6 a.m. Apologies if I'm speaking slow and sometimes struggling to make sense out of all these things. Long story short, our request from the Western world, from the Western society, you must help Azerbaijan people to bring democracy in our country, in Azerbaijan. Because if you're not going to help us, unfortunately, these type of things will carry on. Innocent people will die. And not only that, eventually, this type of regime will come and will come to your country and will corrupt your politicians, and basically it will corrupt your democracy. So I'm asking you, as a free democratic person, as a former candidate, please help Azerbaijan people to stop this regime. We are highly recommending to punish Aliyev regime and basically pressure him to release all the political prisoners in Azerbaijan. One of them, which is Tofik Yagubli, who's a hero of Azerbaijan. He's been jailed, I believe, 4 times already. There's a guy called Reza Safaroy. He's been in jail for 10 months because of his political views and beliefs. And Maksud Mahmudov, who is also a champion for democracy. He's been jailed for 17 years. So, and we have journalists. We have over 10 journalists at the moment in Azerbaijan prisons just because they were trying to notify their citizens what the Aliyev regime is. This is Tofik Yagubli. Maybe about 2-3 years ago, he was beaten by the Azerbaijan police. And as you can see from his eyes, he was unable to see for at least a week. He couldn't see. And we spoke to Tofik Yagubli, and I can tell you that for 10 days, he said, if I put my hand in front of my face, I was unable to see my own hand. This is how bad it was. And the police commented that Tofik Yagubli beat himself up. He actually they took him to the nearest police station, and Tofik Yagubli apparently, for no reason, he started beating himself up in the police station. Basically, this regime is a joke. I'm asking you, please take these into consideration and do something about this, because without your help, Azerbaijan will not move forward. Azerbaijan will not become a democratic country. Please help us. If you have to bring sanctions against the Aliyev and Aliyev regime, go ahead and do that. Not against Azerbaijan, but against individuals in Azerbaijan. The members of the parliament, you need to bring sanctions. You need to bring sanctions against Ilham Aliyev, his wife, Mehriban Aliyeva, and the people that near to him. I'm not going to say much, except the fact that before I go, I just want to make a last statement. Appointed president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, on his opening speech for the new parliament, I believe it was the seventh opening parliament, he actually stated in the parliament that we eliminated all the risks, opposition risk in Azerbaijan. Our threat is from overseas. There you go. These are the political prisoners. Why are they arresting them? Is because they're championing for democracy. They're championing for the freedom. It is beyond control at the moment.
İlgar Haciyevin də milyardlarını əlindən alıb ona qarşı haqsızlıq olub, elə onu da bir zəhmət bildirərdin.
Right after Vidadi Skandali was stabbed, I believe a day or 2 days later, I came out and I made a speech, public speech, live on this channel, Mahara TV. I mentioned in that speech for the business people not to invest in Azerbaijan, because if they do invest, they will lose their money. One of the person who lost their money, not just money, he lost $5 billion. This gentleman, his name is Ilgar Hajiyev. He's a director of the company called Accord Developments. The value of the Accord Developments was about approximately $5 billion. So what happened? About 4 or 5 years ago, Ilgar Hajiyev had to leave the country because they're threatening him to put him in jail, because he also challenged the current regime. All he wanted to do, all he asked to begin with, please allow me to do my business. I do not mind to pay my taxes, but I do not want to do anything more. But instead, Aliyev regime said, no, you have to pay your taxes, plus you have to pay us corruption money. And there was a moment where Ilgar Hajiyev was paying millions of dollars to Ilham Aliyev, cash, American dollars. Right now, Ilgar Hajiyev lives in America, in the United States. Thank God he's alive. And thank God he is still fighting for democracy in Azerbaijan. He lost his money, he lost his company. And we are asking you, please.
Həmin canlı yayımda sən də var idin. Yəni o efirdə bir yerdə olmuşuq hamımız. Vidad İskəndərli ilə.
So please take these stuff that I've just mentioned into consideration. These are real people with the real problems. 10 million people at the moment, literally, they're in jail in their country. Coronavirus ended about 3 years ago. Today, Azerbaijan is the only country who actually, Ilham Aliyev closed the borders and he's not planning to open anytime soon. The reason why he's doing this is because he's saying there are threats outside the country and I want to make sure that our people are protected. Who is he trying to protect them from? There's no more COVID. Coronavirus ended 3 years ago. The reason why he's actually not opening the borders is one reason and only. He wants to protect himself, his family, and his regime. Please help Azerbaijan people, bring sanctions against this regime, and please demand freedom from Azerbaijan government. Sadly, there is no government in Azerbaijan. There's only mafia-structured, organized, mafia-structured people, individuals who's running the country. Ilham Aliyev is on top of that. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for listening, and I hope that soon, before COP29, you will take some sort of a small actions against this regime, and more after that, more after COP29. So thank you, and I just want to let you know that we are still fighting for democracy, and we're going to continue to fight for democracy in Azerbaijan. Thank you.